Shalom, shalom. All praise to Yahweh. Alright, so Salakia. So once again, shalom, shalom. All praise to Yahweh Bashim Shai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Yahweh Bashim Shai Brakathum to your hopefully elect. Alright, and as the title goes, the plague wherewith. Alright, because pursuant to, go ahead and get it real quick to start it off. In the book of Zechariah, Zechariah chapter 14, because this, so to say, is going to be the judgment of judgments. All right, the judgment of judgments. All right, because when those missiles, once they get released from those silos, man, and they hit ground zero, that's the end all be all. All right, so going to it in Zechariah 14. Because again, the plagues, the plague, because you're gonna have many plagues and many forms of many forms of judgments going out. All right, but the plague, the final judgment, is gonna come by way of those missiles. All right, so in Zechariah 14. Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Because this is going to be a very horrible judgment. All right, a horrible way to go out for anyone that's left here. Again, when those missiles, those ICB missiles, once they hit ground zero, you see, because again, with this being, with that being said, with this destruction is going to come a great deliverance. All right, because as this is coming about, again, as those missiles, once they get shot from those silos, they go up into the atmosphere, and as they make their way back down upon the earth, the elect are going to get beamed up, and they're going to pass over. They're going to pass over this judgment, because again, with this great destruction is going to come a mighty deliverance. Real quick, in Micah chapter 4 and verse. Micah chapter 4, verse 10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field. And thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered, because again, like I said, there's going to be many forms of plagues and judgments going about the four corners of the earth. All right. But once these plagues come to America, it's all going to hit this place the worst. It's going to hit this place the hardest. America's going to catch it the worst. All right. Because as I say time in and time out, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's reserving the best for last. Or in essence, he's reserving the worst for the worst. Because again, America's going to get it the worst. And with this judgment, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's going to make a statement, all right, that's going to permanently establish his reputation, is going to permanently establish his fear. All right. And once America is destroyed, the reputation, the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, the names are going to ring different in the kingdom. The names are going to ring different in the kingdom, man. All right, because Yahweh Shema Shai, he's going to make such a statement with America's destruction. All right, that You know, unlike ancient Egypt, where for a period of time, that reputation, it was there for a time period, but then it died down. It wore off. Well, again, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's going to make such a statement with America's destruction. All right. Babylon, that, hey, this time around, it's never going to be forgotten. Again, the permanent establishing of the fear, the reputation, and the name of Yahweh Shema Shai is going to be permanently established. All right. Because again, it said in Micah 4:10, be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. Because again, this is where a bulk of the prophets are. You know, a bulk of, you know, the elect, majority of the elect are here. And like I said, a majority, the worst of the worst is going to be set forth here in Babylon. So like I said, all right, the plagues that are going to be hitting America, all right, the judgments is going to hit this place the worst. But with that, there's going to come a mighty deliverance, a great deliverance. All right, because again, as those missiles are coming down, man, you know, the elect are going to get beamed up. And everyone's going to witness this. Everyone's going to see this. And that day, there's not going to be no one popping no woman. There's not going to be anyone taking a nap. You know, going back to, as the Apostle Gabal often makes a statement of, you know, when 9/11 hit, that was a day that a lot of people refer to it as the day that the earth stood still. Because, hey, when that event took place, hey, all eyes were on this event. All eyes were on 9/11 taking place. All right. You know, that's pretty much, you know, the day where everyone stopped what they were doing to witness this event, to see this event. Well, how much more when this takes place? All right. Real quick, I'm gonna go back to that. Because when it goes to this, because, you know, right now we're in the sixth trouble. All right. The sixth trouble. The sixth trouble. Right? The sixth plague. Right? The sixth trumpet, so to say. Right? You know, going in between the sixth and the seventh, because again, the seventh trumpet, or the seventh trouble, or the seventh plague, it's all going to be a simultaneous event. This is where Yahweh Shai is going to make his second return. Again, this is where the missiles are going to be getting shot forth. Right? This is going to take place in the height of World War III. You see? And this is where our deliverance is going to take place. This is where our redemption is going to come. You know? Because again, hey, for anyone that's left here, when those missiles hit ground zero, like I said, once those missiles get shot in the earth, in the atmosphere, and they come back down on earth, hey, if you're here and that's when you read in the book of Revelation, because these fake and phony Christians talk about the lake of fire, right? And hell being cast into the lake of fire, which, you know, to me, because you got some of these Israelite groups that teach that, and that's something that never made sense to me. Well, hey, the water Yahweh Shema Shai for giving us the 100% truth, starting with our apostles, all right? Because now it makes sense. What's going to cause this lake of fire? All right? Because again, well, all the missiles, you are going to have missiles getting shot throughout the four corners of the earth, hitting different parts of the earth. But a bulk of those missiles, 200 million warheads, is going to touch down here in America, turning this place into a complete lake of fire, man. What was I going to get? I was going to get this in Job. Job chapter 5. Job chapter 5 and verse 19. He shall deliver thee in six troubles. Because again, you know, hey, we're about to enter into the sixth trouble, the sixth trumpet, the sixth plague. You know, which is basically going into Jacob's trouble when all hell breaks loose. All right. You see? And reading on, it says, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. So again, all right, we're about to enter into the 6th trouble. All right, the 6th plague. Right? Wait, that 7th plague going into those missiles. All right, because the 6th trumpet, the 6th trouble, all right, the 6th plague is going to lead into, it's going to usher in our deliverance. All right, it's going to lead to the 7th trumpet, the 7th plague, which again, it consists of Yahushua making a 2nd return. You know, well, why is that? Because again, this is going to take place in the height of World War III, which World War III is prophesied in the Bible. All right, the scriptures prophesied of 3 world wars. All right, you know, clearly World War I, World War II took place, and we're about to enter into World War III. We're pretty much already in World War III. It's just not nuclear yet. It's not to the point where, you know, we need to be delivered from it. Because again, in the height of World War III, this is where Yahushua is going to make his return. This is where these nations, they're going to press those little red buttons. And those missiles are going to get shot from those silos, as the scriptures describe. Matter of fact, I can go to it. In 2nd Esdras, and you see, because again, with all that being said, hey, the elect, whoever they are, they're going to be protected. They're going to be preserved, and ultimately they're going to be delivered. All right, as I just read, hey, you know, no evil shall touch the elect. Because again, as those missiles are getting shot forth, the elect are going to get beamed up. All right, and they're going to pass over the missiles, man. You know, and that's, so to say, going to be the new Passover, right? It's going to be like another Passover, right? Escaping the destruction, the nuclear destruction, right? But 2nd Esdras 16. Second Esdras chapter 16. I'll start at verse 5. 2nd Esdras 16 and 5. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? Because the scriptures also liken this unto the time, it likens it unto a time like a woman in travail, right? When a woman, when she's about to give birth, you know, hey, there's no telling that baby to hold on. Hey, that baby's coming. And there's nothing you could do to, you know, stop that delivery from taking place. That baby is coming. Well, likewise, these plagues, once these plagues get shot forth, you know, there's nothing you can do to because it's going to be how's it saying, like a snowball effect, you know, like the domino effect, man. And also likewise these missiles, once these missiles get shot from those silos, man, hey, you know, you can't retract those missiles, man. That's what it goes on to say. Again, in 2nd Esdras 16 and 5. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? And you see, we don't, you know, because I know I pray all the time that, hey, Yahweh Shemel Shai, he doesn't take his foot off the gas pedal, man. We want these things to happen. You know, we want these plagues to come. We want all hell to break loose out here already, man. Because pursuant to Acts 14 and 22, hey, knowing that before we get the kingdom, hey, these things have to happen. These things have to take place. You know? You see? Real quick, see if I can find this real quick. If not, then I'll just go back to it in 2nd Esdras 16. Just bear with me real quick. Because again, these things, they have to happen. They must happen. The scriptures talk about the day of doom. right? The day of doom taking place, you know, because when the dust settles, so to say, and when it's all said and done, hey, that's when we're going to be able to obtain immortality. That's when we're going to be able to live, man. That's when we're going to be able to get the kingdom. But in order for that to take place, these things have to happen. So just bear with me if I can find this. No, that's not it. So I'm gonna just go back to 2 Ezra 16. If the Spirit comes, then, you know, the Spirit brings it back to me, then, you know, Lord willing, we'll get it. But going back to 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse well, let me start at verse 2 Ezra 16 and 3. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? All right, and again, ultimately, going into the plague wherewith, right? You know, because ultimately that fire is going to come from those nuclear missiles, man, as well as the chariots. That's another thing, you know. Because again, this destruction, this nuclear destruction is going to usher in the second coming of Yahushua. And as we know, or as we should know, when Yahushua makes his second return, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, contrary to the proper belief, all right, a white boy with stringy hair and blue eyes is not coming back to save everyone. You know, again, through the spirit and power of Yahushua, starting with our apostles, you know, tearing down these strongholds. Because the real Messiah, which is a so-called black man, he's coming back to get busy. The real Messiah, he's coming to wreck shit. You see? And with that being said, Yahushua, when he makes his second return, he's coming with the chariots. All right? You know? And they're going to be, you know, with their laser beams, they're going to be issuing out fire. Right? Real quick. Real quick. Because that's 2 Ezra as well. And 2 Ezra. Bear with me real quick. Because like I said, Yahushua, hey, he's coming with fire himself. You're gonna have fire from Yahushua, from the angels, the chariots, fire from the missiles, right? So in 2 Ezra chapter 13. I just want to get to the point. So 2 Ezra 13, starting at 9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. Because again, like I said, contrary to proper belief, Yahweh contrary to popular belief. All right, you know, a white boy is not coming. A white boy with a long stringy hair and blue eyes is not coming to save everyone. All right, because when you read in this chapter, it goes into the second coming of Yahushua, man. What Ezra saw. All right, when Yahushua comes, hey, people are going to be afraid. You know, people are not going to want to fight, man. People are going to be shitting their pants. People are going to be dying of cardiac arrest, heart attacks, just at the sight of this. You see? Because again, Yahushua, he's coming back to wreak havoc, man. He's coming back to get busy. So 2 Ezra 13, and verse 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And you see, because it's basically going into a laser blast, man, a laser beam. You see? Because again, Yahushua, he's coming with fire himself. The angels, they're coming with fire themselves. You know, hey, the scriptures describe that day, and I'll probably get it later on, that day being hot like an oven. There's going to be a lot of fire in that day. You know, bodies from one end of the earth to the next. It says, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence. Because, hey, how was America established? It was established by violence. Right? Well, how is America going to go out? It's going to go out by violence. You know, like when you read in Revelation 18, you know, it's like a great millstone being cast into the river, right? You know, because if you throw a real heavy rock into a body of water, man, hey, you know, if you throw a real heavy rock or stone into a body of water, man, hey, you know, you see the violent effect. All right, you know, with force, because again, that's what Yahushua he's coming with. He's coming with force. You see, because again, that's how America was established. It was established by violence, so it's going to it's going out by violence. Right? Again, in verse 11, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude, which was prepared to fight. Because again, this is going to take place in the midst of World War III, in the height of World War III. You know, because again, once these nations press those little red buttons, all right, you know, that's going to usher in the second coming of Yahushua. And in the midst of World War III, you know, the nations, they're going to be fighting each other. But once Yahushua, a so-called black man, pierces the clouds, you know, hey, the nations, they're going to stop fighting each other, and they're going to try to fight Yahushua. And this is that great war in heaven that you read about, as well as, you know, in the book of Revelation, it talks about that great war in heaven, right? Well, Michael and his angels fighting Satan and his angels, because it's not talking about the spiritual demon Satan, all right? Going against Michael the archangel, man. You know, again, the water Yahweh Shema Shai for the 100% truth that was given to us, starting with our apostles, man, tearing down the strongholds. It says, and burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. Hey, because again, the elect are going to witness this. All right? The elect are going to see this, you know, and they're going to, you know, like it tells you in Revelation 11. All right? You know, the elect, they were affrighted, but yet they were giving praises to Yahweh Shema Shai, giving glory to Yahweh Shema Shai. Because again, the hopefully elect, we can't wait for this to go down, man. Like I said, hey, Lord, you know, I hope and pray that the Lord doesn't take his foot off the gas pedal, man. You know, let these plagues come. You know, let these plagues come. You know, because hey, we're ready to get the hell up out of here, man. We're ready to get the hell up out of here. We're ready to go home. You know, brothers is tapped out. You know, I know brothers is tapped out, man, and sisters, man. But that's why we're crying inside, man. you know, for the filthy abominations going on, right? All these wicked agendas that they're trying to push, coming after the children, you know. You see, wait, I'm gonna go to this real quick. And 2 Edges 15. 2 Edges chapter 15 and verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Just like I said earlier, all right? You know, these plagues, and the plague wherewith is going to hit different parts of the earth, but it's going to hit America the worst. It's going to hit America the hardest, because this is the most wicked empire to ever rule. All right? So you think because all hell is breaking loose out there in Sudan, all right, and all these other countries, and just because it hasn't affected you yet, just because it's not in your backyard yet, it's not knocking on your front door yet, you don't think it's going to happen? Well, you just wait, because in the same chapter it goes into the pride of America, man. The pride of these Americans, you know. They think they can't be touched. Well, that'll never happen here, right? You know, Americans, they think they can't be touched. Well, hey, Yahweh Shemashai is about to touch these Americans. He's about to touch these people, man. These people, they're in for a rude awakening. And again, we can't wait. You know, we can't wait, because Lord willing, I'll go back to that in Job, because, hey, you know, like I said, in the midst of all this, the elect are going to be laughing. You know, the scriptures say that the Lord, he shall mock when our fear cometh. Hey, the Lord's going to be, the Lord's going to be laughing. Because as soon as Ezekiel 9, when you start at verse 4 and read on down, because again, to those that are sighing and crying, right? But to those that are sighing and crying, hey, again, because again, we're tired of the filthy abominations going on in this earth, man. We're tired of this shit. All right? The scriptures say that, hey, they shall wear out the saints of the Most High. But when you go into that, man, hey, it's to be vexed. It's to be frustrated on all sides, man. You know? Frustrated on all sides. Can't catch a break in this place. Here it is, the Lord created the earth for us to enjoy it. You know? But, you know, because of our sin, obviously, you know, that paradise has been sealed up from us. But hey, we're ready to go home, like I said. We're ready for paradise to be opened unto us again, man. Again, we're ready to live. We want to live. And again, this is what this nuclear destruction is going to usher in. Immortality. All right, that day of doom. You know, the sixth plague going into the seventh plague. The sixth trumpet going into the seventh trumpet is going to usher in the second coming of Yahweh Shai, the downfall of our enemies. All right, the downfall of this wicked kingdom. All right, and righteousness is going to flourish. Righteousness is going to be established. That's what this is going to usher in. But at 2 Edges 5 and verse 6, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. And again, you know, like it tells you in Revelation 18, man, hey, the sins of America have reached unto the heavens, man. Again, America, this is the most wicked kingdom to ever rule, of all time. You see, again, they're pushing these homo agendas on you know, coming after the children, because you know, we remember there was a time where, hey, you know, you keep that shit over there, man, right? When someone so-called came out the closet, right? Because, you know, it was a shameful thing back then. You know, it was a shame. You know, and there was a point in time where, hey, you know, you would have someone come out the closet or whatever, but hey, you know, you keep that over there. That's you, you know, keep that shit over there. But now it's just like, man, they're forcing this shit. And look at you, crazy, for not accepting this shit, man. They're shoving this shit down our throat. You know? You see? And that's just one of many things to talk about, man. You know, but hey, like I said, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the earth, the whole earth. And again, that's what the job of those missiles, man. The missiles are going to refresh everything. The missiles are going to clean up everything. Right? The scripture said that the elements shall be dissolved. Everything's polluted. Reminds me of Habakkuk when he said, damn, Lord, were you mad at the trees? Were you mad at the waters? Because everything had to be burnt up. Everything has to be burnt up. Everything is in a decrepit state. Everything is defiled. You know? You see, now they're talking about, well, this is something that they've already been doing as far as sea-hipping animals, pets. You know, they want to put that serpent juice, the jump shot, in the animals. These people are all bugged out, took the jump shot, looking at you crazy like, you know, because you didn't take it, you didn't want to take it. You know, that's why all this shit has to be burnt up, and that's what's going to be the job of those missiles. It's going to clean everything up. All right, because the earth is in desperate and dire need of new management. The earth is in desperate and in dire need of refreshing. And that's what the ICBM missiles, that's what they're going to do. The fire from those missiles, as well as fire from Yahushai and the chariots, is going to clean everything up. All right? You know? Because, hey, fire is a cleansing agent. You know? Hey, we're going through the fires, man. You know? Hey, the Lord, He's removing all the imperfections from us. We're being purified. We're being cleansed up. That's why we catch hell, tribulation. All right? But hey, the scriptures say that we were glorified Yahweh Shema Shai in the fires. You know? You see, Yahweh Shema Shai, He will glorify us in the fires, man. Or we will glorify Him in the fires. Slakia. Right? Because again, the fire, that's a purifying agent. You know? And this is also going into the second death. Because the first death, being when the Lord destroyed the earth with water. All right? When He destroyed the earth with water. Again, water is a cleansing agent. Right? Wait, that wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Because again, we're at the worst time. This is the time where, again, wickedness has polluted the whole earth. Wickedness is at an all-time high. And always think about it. When speaking on this topic, man, you just got to remember, you just got to think that the Lord destroyed the earth via the flood because of the wickedness. If He got to a point where the Lord was just so, here it is, the Lord is long-suffering. The Lord is patient. Right? But it got to a point where it was just too much. It was so much that the Lord, He was like, all right, man, this is it. You know, enough is enough. Right? He's going to basically a factory reset. You know, save Noah and those 8 souls, man. But nevertheless, if the Lord destroyed the earth with water all those years ago, what do you think He's going to do now by way of fire? What do you think? What do you think He's going to do now? Because again, wickedness is at an all-time high. Wickedness is at an all-time high, man. And we're sick of this shit, man. We're sick of this place. You know? Because again, make no mistake about it. At the elect, again, the hopeful elect, we're not going to shed a tear for this place. When this bitch goes up in flames, man. The only tears that we're going to be shedding is tears of joy. Again, the elect, when they get delivered, they're going to witness this. But they're going to be given praises. They're going to be Friday, but they're going to be glorifying Yahweh Shema Shai as America is being destroyed. All right? But, so yeah, that was it on that. Going back to 2 Ezra 16. Because at this point, you know, the missiles are, the missiles are justified, man. You know, the fire is justified. But, you know, it hasn't got to a point where, you know, the Lord deemed it necessary because, there's certain things that still have to happen. Certain prophecies still have to take place. But again, the iniquities of Esau, the iniquities of America, they've reached unto the heavens. You know, and again, it's just at this point, man, it's just a matter of, you know, like I said, these last few prophecies playing out. The MOTB has to come to pass. It has to be mandated. All right. Jacob's trouble has to happen. Like I said, the 6th trouble going into the 7th trouble. When all hell breaks loose. Right. But going back to 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 3 again. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood? Or may anyone quench the fire and stubble when it hath begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of an archer, that is shot of a strong archer? And the answer is no, because once you shoot an arrow from his bow, you can't retract that arrow, man. You can't bring that arrow back. Likewise, those missiles, man. All right. Once those missiles get sent from those silos, hey, you know, that's it. And even before that, you know, once all hell breaks loose, hey, there's no quenching it, man. There's no quenching the fire. You know, Esau's gonna do what he can. You know, he's gonna try. Because, you know, we know at this point, we should all know at this point, you know, Esau, his motto, order out of chaos, right? But things are going to get so chaotic that, you know, hey, Esau, you know, he's going to lose control, man. It's not going to be anything that he's going to be able to do. You see? But once the chaos ensues, once Jacob's trouble is in full effect, especially when the MOTB comes around, hey, that's it. We're that much closer to getting the hell up out of here, man. It says, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? So that was the point. All right. Again, like an arrow that is shot from a bow, you can't retract that. You can't retract that arrow. Likewise, the missiles, once they get sent from those silos, hey, that's it. You know, and then, like I said, because that's the judgment of all judgments, man. All right, the plague wherewith, this is going to be the plague, the final judgment, is going to come by way of the fire from those ICB missiles. And that's going to be the end all be all. The end all be all for Esau Edom. All right, because again, so to say, once the dust settles, that's when the kingdom is going to be established. Righteousness is going to be established. Righteousness is going to flourish. All right. Going back to Job, chapter 5. Going back to Job chapter 5 and verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. So you see, the 6th trouble, the 6th trumpet, the 6th the 6th plague, you know, Jacob's trouble, all hell breaking loose, the MOTB being mandated. All right. You know, yeah, there's going to be, because again, the elect are going to be preserved. They're going to be protected. Right. But even more so, when you read on, it says, again, in 7, there shall no evil touch thee. So when the missiles come, man, hey, again, the elect are going to get beamed up. They're going to pass over the destruction. Right. Everyone's going to see this. You know, like I said, this is going to be one of those events where, you know, again, a day that the earth is going to stand still. All right. Because like you know, keep quote Revelation, man, you know, Revelation 18. And it's beautiful because Revelation 18 goes into America's destruction. And when you go into Revelation 19, it goes into, like I mentioned earlier, the permanent establishing fear, reputation, and name of Yahweh B'Shem Shai. And that comes after the destruction of America, man. So how about that? Right? But to again, to quote Revelation 18, right? Because as America is getting destroyed, all right, by the plague wherewith the ICB missiles, hey, these nations, they're going to be standing afar off, witnessing this event take place. You know, because the main reason why, the top reason why the internet, the unicorn was established was for this truth to reach throughout the 4 corners of the earth, first and foremost, right? But aside from that, hey, the internet was also established for a number of reasons. And one of those reasons being that judgment may be seen, publicized. Because again, as America is getting destroyed, you are going to have some parts of the earth that are still intact, and you know, And however it plays out, hey, people are going to be, because again, people on the other side of the earth are going to be witnessing America get destroyed, man. They're going to be seeing it via the televisions, you know. They might be hearing about it, you know, via the radio, whatever. But everyone's going to know, and everyone's going to see and witness the destruction of America. All right. You know, because like I said, man, this seventh plague, you know, is going into, again, Yahushua, his second return. But with that, again, it's going to come by way of the missiles, the height of World War III. Those little red buttons are going to get pushed. All right. And that's going to usher in our deliverance. Because again, we don't want to be here when those missiles hit ground zero. You know, when the scriptures tell us how the righteous shall scarcely be saved. You know, because you might have a missile, a warhead coming directly in your area, man. And you might think it's it. You might think it's over. You know, but you might get delivered at the last second, man. Like Job said, man, by the skin of thy teeth, scarcely get saved, man. That's how it's going to be for a lot of brothers and sisters, man. You know, barely making it out of here, man. Barely making it out of here. You know, you see, man. But one more time in Job 5:19, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. All right, and that evil going into bad times, man, because that's what's getting ready to take place on the earth. You know, you thought this so-called pandemic was something. You just wait, because ever since this thing started back in 2020 up until now, they consider these the worst years in a long time. You know, these were some of the worst years on record. Well, again, you think it was bad. You think 2020 was bad, 2021, 2022? Hey, you people have not seen, you've seen absolutely nothing yet. You've seen absolutely nothing yet, man. It's only going to get worse from here on out. It's only going to get worse. All right, but hey, again, because the elect are going to be preserved. The elect are going to be protected. They're going to be safe. That's why when you read verse 20, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Because listen, this is going to be a lot of chaos, you know, on all sides. No matter where you turn, you're going to turn one way and see people getting torn to pieces by wild beasts, right? You know, you're going to try to go the other direction and seeing people getting mauled down by martial law troops. It's just no matter where you go, there's going to be trouble, chaos, destruction, death on every corner. Because again, that's how America was established, by violence. Wait, Yahweh Shema Shah, he's about to bring the real pain. He's about to bring the violence. Because as a brother Nahoya always says, man, hey, you know, man, hey, these people, they respect violence. Well, hey, that's what you're about to get. That's what you're about to receive. You're about to, hey, Yahweh Shema Shah, he's about to bring it. These people, they seem to forget that they're dealing with Exodus 15:3, a man of war, the ultimate strategist, man. You know, the real top hitter, man. Because it'd be making me think, you know, the Jakes that got bodies, man. You know, Jake that got bodies that they run the blocks and whatnot, they get more respect. You know, the Jakes that be catching bodies, they get respect. Well, hey, how much more? Because nobody has a higher body count than Yahweh Shema Shai. And then Yahweh Shema Shai, he's about to be dropping bodies left and right, man. So again, hey, that's what you want. You respect violence. Well, hey, the Lord's about to bring it to you, man. It's about to be at your doorstep. Because again, it said, in famine he shall redeem thee from death. And a famine, I did a video on it some months ago. Because, you know, a famine, it doesn't necessarily mean like a complete lack of. It just means this is going to be in scarcity. Because, hey, the elites on the left hand and the right, they're going to be eaten. All right? The elites on the left hand, right, they got their little secret bunkers and things of that nature, hoarding up all the food and, you know. But, hey, a lot of the elect are going to be running into some of the elect are going to be running into a lot of these these bunkers. And I'm not even talking about the super rich elite international bankers. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about these lower level elites, you know, these average Joe Bucks that can, you know, they've been stacking up on food because the writing is on the wall. All right, the writing is on the wall, and for the most part, you know, man, a lot of these gun-toed Edomites, these patriotic Edomites, they see what's coming. They see what's down the pipes. It's really our people that are stupid, don't know what the hell is going on. You know, our people are the ones that are dumb as hell, that have absolutely no clue what's going on, what's getting ready to happen. But you see, a lot of these Edomites I'm talking about these average you know, hot dog eating them, gun-toed American Edomites, these patriotic Edomites. A lot of them have been plotting, prepping, planning, you know, stacking up on gun, ammo, ammunition, because they see what's coming down the pipes. But like I said, hey, a lot of some of the elect, man, they're going to be running into these bunkers, man. They don't even know that they're storing a lot of that stuff up for the elect. The water, you know, Lord willing, I'll be one of those men. Hey, the water. Because again, a famine is just a scarcity of. Doesn't mean there's not going to be any, just completely no food. No, it just means there's going to be a scarcity of it. And the elect are going to be coming into that scarcity, all right? Whether it be in, you know, in the form of the bunkers, running into bunkers, right? Or whether it be, you know, because there's many ways Yahweh Shema Shai could provide for his elect. You might have an angel prepare a meal for you or whatever, man. We know about the examples, right? But it says, and in war, from the power of the sword. You see? Because, hey, World War III, hey, you know, America's going to start getting invaded. America's going to get touched. You know, I did a lesson on this, you know, on how, hey, very soon, the new normal, right? Here in America is people not being able to go outside because, hey, this is going to be gunshots, shellings, bombs going off, you know? Some shit that you see straight out of a movie. That's coming to the streets of America real soon. Real soon, man. See, and it's not going to be safe out here whatsoever in the days to come. It's not going to be safe to go outside, right? You know, tanks are going to be patrolling up and down the streets. You know, you're going to hear the sirens of you know, when martial law is enacted, you're going to hear sirens of everyone, you know, curfews in effect. That's going to be the new normal here. You see? Hey, America's going to be the biggest war zone on the planet real soon. It's going to be the biggest war zone on the planet, believe it or not. So with that being said, hey, you know, if you're not protected, if you don't have that hedge, you're not going to make it out here, man. But the elect, hey, they're going to be all right. The elect are going to be preserved. The elect are going to be preserved. And in fact, hey, the elect are going to be laughing. When you go on to read on, it says, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the destruction when it cometh. Hey, because, hey, that day's not going to catch us like a thief in the night, all right? You know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, hey, we're speaking these things into existence. We're speaking these things into existence. So, you know, I mean, you know, it might be one of those things that's like, oh, damn, you know, it's happening, you know, but hey, like I said earlier, hey, we're not going to shed a tear for this place when this bitch goes up in flame. The only tears that we're going to be shedding is tears of joy when America goes down, man. All right, and America's already on her knees, you know, because Yahweh Shema Shai, strategically, he's bringing America down, man. You know, it's just a matter of when Yahweh Shema Shai comes, he's going to deliver the knockout blow. America's already on her knees, man. America's already through. You know, me personally, I believe the dollar's already collapsed. All right, the dollar's already collapsed. It's just a matter of us seeing the effects, feeling the effects, hyperinflation, right? You see, man? But when Yahushua comes, hey, that's just going to be the nail in the coffin, because this place is already through. But it says, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth. And this is what we're patiently waiting on, man. All right, for the Lord to flip the script, man. The tables are turned right side up. Because, you know, the foundations of this earth is all out of course. It's all out of, everything is backwards. Everything is upside down. We're waiting on Yahweh Shema Shai to flip things right side up, man. You know, because with all this, order is going to be reestablished, right? Order is going to be reestablished, man. You see, that's why, hey, the more wisdom comes more grief, to roughly paraphrase. Because, listen, we're tired of the disorder, man. We're tired of this shit. Again, we're vexed on all sides. We're frustrated on all sides, man. You know, and that's what, again, the missiles, that's what they're going to do. They're going to usher in order, refreshing, excuse me. The missiles are going to usher in that refreshing. And from there, order will be permanently established. All right, because as of right now, everything is completely out of order. It's nothing but disorder. You know? So come on with the missiles already, man. You know? To these devils, man, let these devils just do what they got to do. Because, hey, the sooner these things happen, the sooner we can get out of here. The sooner we can get out of here, man. You know? And, hey, like I just said, hey, we're going to be laughing when the destruction comes. We're not shedding any tears for this place, man. We're not shedding any tears for this place. The hell with America, man. The hell with America, man. But let me go to this. Matter of fact, let me go to this real quick. In Revelation chapter 8. Revelation chapter 8. Revelation 8, I'm going to start at verse 6. Revelation chapter 8 and 6. And the seven angels which had the seven trumpets prepared themselves to sound. The first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood. And they were cast upon the earth, and a third part of the trees was burnt up, and all green grass was burnt up. Slakia. No, I don't want to give the wrong understanding. So Slakia. But let me go to Revelation 18, rather. I've been quoting it. Because again, the seventh trumpet, the seventh plague, all right, the plague wherewith, because again, the missiles, man, that's going to be the final judgment. The judgment of judgments. The judgment of all judgments. That's going to be the final, you know, curtain call. Right? But in Revelation chapter 18. Revelation 18 in verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. All right. So you see, man, America's going to get burnt. All right. And everyone that's left here, when this place goes down, hey, you're going to be swimming in that lake of fire. You're going to be swimming in that lake of fire, man. Going back to Zechariah. Back in Zechariah 14. Because when it comes the when this judgment comes, all right, the plague wherewith, this is where all those that took the MOTB, you know, all the sellouts, all the rebels, all right, all the antichrists, all those that were contrary to Yahweh Shem Shai are going to partake in this fire. They're going to partake in this judgment. You see? I'm going to go to this real quick in Revelation 14. Revelation 14, I'm going to read verse 12, Revelation 14 and 7 real quick. Saying with a loud voice, fear the Most High and give glory to him. For the hour of his judgment is come. And worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of waters. All right? Because again, we're coming into this time of the final judgment. All right? I believe the last time that I was out here, you know, did the lesson going into Jacob's trouble. You know, being the settler, man, the equalizer. Right? You know? Because again, the sixth trumpet, the sixth trouble is going to usher in, is going to lead into the seventh trumpet, the seventh trouble, right? You know, going into the final judgment. You know, because again, the sixth trouble is just Jacob's trouble, all hell breaking loose. You know, the four sword judgments and just all, you know, Yahweh Shem Shai wreaking havoc on the earth. Well, hey, those missiles, which leads into the seventh trumpet, all right, you know, hey, those missiles, that's going to be the end all be all. That's going to be the final judgment, right? Because like I said, well, let me just read it. Jumping down to verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, because hey, Jacob's trouble, man, that's going to be hey the hour of temptation, right? Because hey, ultimately, if you're not of the elect, ultimately you're going to take the MOTB. You're going to take the MOTB if you're not of the elect. So what's the final judgment for taking the MOTB? Well, verse 10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And hey, I think it tells you that in Zechariah, but how those missiles, man, all right, that's the indignation of the Lord, because Yahweh Shem Shai gave them the wisdom on how to create these so-called weapons of mass destruction. In Esau's mind, he thinks he's going to just rule the world. He's going to rule the world with these so-called weapons of mass destruction, but little does he know. All right, the Lord gave him the knowledge to create these weapons of so-called mass destruction for his own destruction, for his own demise. All right, because hey, what did Isaac, right? For those that have ears to receive, Isaac was Yahweh Shai, because you know Yahweh Shai gave him the blessing, and ultimately Yahweh Shai is going to be the one to take it from him. You know. But when you go into when Yahweh Shai Yahweh Shai or Isaac was blessing Esau, right? He blessed him with the sword. And what did he say? Thou shalt live by the sword. But he didn't tell Esau that he was going to die by the sword as well. You see, so these so-called weapons of mass destruction, yeah, Esau, you know, little does he know, these weapons are going to be to his own demise. It's going to be to his own destruction. Little does he know, right? But Revelation 14 and 10 again. And the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. All right? Because you see, again, this time of Jacob's trouble, the sixth trouble, right? You know, this is a time, and this is why we catch our hell now. Lord, wouldn't we be the number? This is why we catch our hell now. All right? This is why we go through our hell now, our trials and our tribulations. That's why I quoted earlier how, hey, you know, the elect are going to glorify the Lord in the fires. Because one way or the other, you're going to feel this fire. One way or the other, you're going to get purged. You're just going to get it the easy way or the hard way. One way or the other. You know? But, hey, for those that have to find out the hard way, hey, there's not going to be no mercy. You know? Hey, the scriptures don't describe this time period as being the worst time in history for no reason. All right? You know, because again, like I said, it said, which is poured out, you're gonna have to drink this wine, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of its indignation. That's without mercy. No mercy is going to be shown in that day. You're gonna have to drink the full cup, man. No mercy. You see? And again, hey, in that day of the hour of temptation, right? You know, the mass majority of the world population, they're gonna take that MOTB. All right, and with that being said, hey, they're gonna partake in this, you know, the plague wherewith, man. Reading on, it says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You see? Because again, hey, you know, we're angels now in the flesh, trapped in these bodies, but hey, again, as this is going on, the elect are gonna get changed. They're gonna get delivered, they're gonna get changed. And again, they're gonna be witnessing this destruction. All right? They're going to be witnessing this destruction. You see? Of the nuclear missiles, man. It says, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whomsoever receiveth the mark of his name. You see, man? All right. But that was a point on that. There was another one. There was another one. It just slipped my mind, but I'm gonna go back to Zechariah 14. Oh yeah, the water Yabashim Shai. So I'm gonna get this Revelation 19 and 20. Because like I said, you know, Revelation 18 goes into the destruction of America, and Revelation 19 goes into the glorification of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, because again, due to the destruction of Yahweh Shem Shai, hey, the Lord's gonna make a statement with Esau's destruction of America, those missiles. The Lord's gonna make a statement with this plague wherewith. All right, this final judgment, the Lord's gonna make a statement. But Revelation 19 and 20, it says, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that have received the mark of the you know what, and them that worshipped his image. These both will cast alive into a lake of fire and burning with brimstone. So, all right, this lake of fire, man, you know, to all the sellouts, because there's another scripture it talks about in the same book, I do believe, in the book of Revelation, it talks about all those that were not found written in the book of life, hey, they're going to be cast into this lake of fire. And again, what's going to cause this lake of fire? What's going to cause America, this whole landmass, to be turned into one big lake of fire? There's going to be 200 million warheads. All right? Because people think, you know, all these nations stacking up on missiles and testing these missiles just to be put in a museum to be looked at. No, man. These missiles, those missiles are going to be used eventually. All right? Like I said, time's going to come when, hey, all these nations, they're going to press those little red buttons, and those missiles, man, they're going to get shot forth through those silos, man. All right? You know, those missiles are going to be put to use. And the bulk of those missiles are going to touch down here in America. And again, all those that aren't found written in the book of life, all you that are not of the elect, hey, you know, you're going to have your way in this lake of fire, man. Because again, you're going to get left here, all right, for missile food, man. You know, majority of these people, man, they don't even know. They're just missile food, man. You know? So, hey, get your bathing suits ready, right? But going back to Zechariah, Because again, man, hey, this is going to be, again, the final judgment, the judgment of all judgments. All right, this is the last judgment, man. You know, and again, you don't want to be left here because, as I'm about to read, this is going to be horrible. You know, this is going to be horrible, man. Because it's one thing if you escape through Jacob's trouble, that's one thing. But if the Lord, if somehow preserves you for the missiles, man, then the Lord had a special outing for you. The Lord had a special thing for you, man. If he preserves you through Jacob's trouble just for the missiles, yeah, the Lord had a special out for you, man. You know, Zechariah 14:12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. So that's a very painful way to go out. That's a very excruciating, painful way. You know, because, hey, it's not for the Lord to keep your spirit in your body while the missiles are hitting ground zero. Yeah, because, you know, some people are going to get incinerated immediately. Hey, but again, it's not for the Lord to keep your spirit in your body and make you feel every ounce of pain and anguish. It's nothing for the Lord to do that. It's nothing for the Lord to do that, man. You know, but just the point, because like I said, and this shall be the plague wherewith. All right. Again, this is the plague wherewith those ICB missiles, the final judgment. You know, everyone that, because like I said, one way or the other, you're gonna get down with the Lord's program. One way or the other. All right. You're gonna feel the fire. It's either the easy way or the hard way. But hey, what did Joshua say? Hey, choose ye this day. As for me and my house, we're gonna serve you. How about Shema Shai? You know, and Lord willing, that's our mindset. Hey, you know, because the hell with this place. You know, this ain't it. This ain't it. America is not the final destination. All right, this is just a pit stop along the way. A pit stop along the way. Because hey, we're kingdom minded. All right, our mind is focused on the kingdom. Focused on things pertaining to the heavens. You know, focused on things that we can't see rather than the things that we do see. So the hell with this place. We can't wait for this bitch to go down, man. You know, but I'm gonna end it off there, Lord willing. This is edifying. Giving all praise to Yahweh Bashim Shai. And double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Bashim Shai Brakathum. To you hopefully elect. Lord willing, until next time, Shalom.